Namaste and welcome, beloved mighty companion, bearers of the holy light. That one decision to bear light and nothing else. The light that's given by the Father to his Son, his holy Son, the one Son. And each day we join as just that single thought of joining ends all suffering. Because joining denies that the light can ever be separate. In the light of divine being, can we find separation? Does that exist in our direct experience as infinite beings? Unless it's an idea that's followed, invested in, as a desire to experience something other than infinite light. To invest in something other than infinite happiness and joy. An investment in objective experience, to be an object acted on in a world. Yet in the light of divine being, does that play, any kind of play, objective experience, does that change infinite light, the light that's here in our direct experience? This is the guidepost that we use to start with divine being because we can, because we're that already. Starting with what we are, and then seeing what the investment is and what we're not. So we come together each day to see where is the investment, where is the denial of who we are. So we go to lesson 155 today, and we ask Jesus, the light that we've called to our minds, that calls us. I will step back and let him lead the way. It's really helpful just to ask Jesus in the light of divine being, what does that mean? Just step back and let you lead the way, and just go without an idea of what that means. For the ego has turned it upside down to mean to follow that light means death. Jesus, is there any desire to experience death by not letting you lead the way? Let God, the voice for God, lead. I'm willing to see it. And to feel all of heaven rejoices as that idea, that untruth falls away in consciousness. At first, it may seem like Jesus is leading and following, yet we're so used to following what's not. We're so used to following thoughts and ideas and concepts. And to follow Jesus, we see, is to follow ourselves. The truth of who we are, the truth. Not a truth apart from ourselves, the truth that is ourselves. What is? So beautiful. There is a way of living in the world that is not here, although it seems to be. Jesus, will you show me the doubt thoughts around stepping back and letting you lead the way? The desire to not let you lead. He says, follow quickly. When he calls to, follow quickly, and see that in this is your salvation. There is a way of living in the world that is not here, although it seems to be. You do not change appearance, though you smile more frequently. Your forehead is serene. Your eyes are quiet. You're no longer looking for yourself in form. You see, you're far more powerful than form. And the ones who walk the world as you do recognize their own. Yet those who have not yet perceived the way will recognize you also and believe you are like them as you were before. There's an idea that the world, the way it looks, will change. The form. Or that people will see the halo around your head. I love simplicity, the serenity in your forehead, no longer having the Klingon forehead of despair and wrinkles. And the resonance of being, of happiness that cannot be described or known in this world. So the form may look the same. The otherness is gone. The otherness falls away. The continual striving to prove that there is an other, which is exhausting. It's the reason for headaches and tiredness. Any tiredness is a desire to prove that there is an other. The world is an illusion. Those who choose to come to it are seeking a place where they can be illusions and avoid their own reality. It's inside this, in the light of divine being, in our direct experience. Did we choose to come here to seek a place to be an illusion? To experience illusions and avoid reality. And hear the answer from within, from that soft voice. Yet when they find their own reality is even here, then they step back and let it lead the way. The reality is the reality of the light within, the light we share in our direct experience as light beings. Can the ego lead anywhere but to despair in our direct experience? Can it lead anywhere other than to unhappiness in our direct experience as light beings? What other choice is really theirs to make? To let illusions walk ahead of truth is madness. In the light of divine being, is it madness in our direct experience to let illusions walk ahead of who we are? But to let illusions sink behind the truth and let the truth stand forth as what it is merely sanity. This is the revelation of sanity. To see in the light of divine being that illusions can't be, they can't, it's impossible. In the light of divine being, can illusions stand in light? This is the simple choice we make today. Simple choice. Is there a choice to be the light of divine being in our direct experience? Can we find it as a choice to be a divine being in the light of who we are? In the light of divine being, is it a problem to let the light lead away? In our direct experience as a light? The mad illusion will remain a while in evidence for those to look upon who choose to come and have not yet rejoiced to find they are mistaken in their choice. In the light of divine being, were we mistaken in our choice to follow the ego and hear the voice within, the knowing that this is error? Yet see that the light judges not. Does the light judge the ego? Does the light even see an ego? The light never casts a stone toward what does not exist. Does the light point to anything other than light in our direct experience as light beings? Is all the rejoicing seeing that we were mistaken in what we chose to follow before? They cannot learn directly from the truth because they have denied that it is so. And so they need a teacher with a capital T, who, with a capital H, perceives their madness, but who can still look beyond illusion to simple truth in them. The Christ mind, superconsciousness, the memory of divinity. If truth demanded they give up the world, it would appear to them as if it asked the sacrifice of something that is real. In the divine light, is the divine light asking any sacrifice? Does it know sacrifice? Infinite being. Is sacrifice in the light of divine being, is that real in our direct experience? Many have chosen to renounce the world while still believing its reality. This is death. Renunciation is to make it real in experience. And they have suffered from a sense of loss and have not been released accordingly. Renunciation of the world. That's why we can't deny the body. It's the ego denying itself, to deny the body, to deny the world. In the light of divine being, see the simplicity. The light of the divine being, does the world exist? To see through it. To see that it has no bearing on the Son of God as the light of being. Infinite light of being, infinite joy. Others have chosen nothing but the world, and they have suffered from a sense of loss still deeper, which they did not understand. In the light of divine being, is choosing the world suffering and loss in our direct experience. Choosing the world over just being the light. Between these paths, there's another road that leads away from loss of every kind. For sacrifice and deprivation, both are quickly left behind. Rejoice in this. This is the way appointed for you now. You walk this path as others walk. Nor do you seem to be distinct from them, although you are indeed. The ego itself will look for proof that it's not separate, meaning it will start looking out in the world and look and say, well, I still see others out there. Yet does the light look to try to prove itself? Yet there's a knowing. The light knows that it's not separate. It's just the knowing, the recognition, the acknowledgement, the honoring of what can never be separate from itself. The light, does the light get involved with what comes and goes? Bodies come and go. Does the light stay always as it is? Thus you can serve them while you serve yourself and set your footsteps on the way that God has opened up to you and them through you. Illusion still appears to cling to you that you may reach them, yet it has stepped back. This is the power of looking with the light. Have no power as this light, in this light. And yet it is not illusions that they hear you speak of, nor illusions that you bring their eyes to look on, their minds to grasp. This is why the light's such a powerful guidepost. Because what comes from our mouth arises out of the light and the truth of who we are, the divine expression. It does not make what is appearing in the world real to try to prove it through how it speaks or how it moves. Nor can the truth which walks ahead of you speak to them through illusions, for the road leads past illusions now, while on the way you call to them that they may follow you. So you become as the light, gently calling, gently reminding, we're already home. With no investment in illusions. That's peace of mind. That's allowing the light to lead the way. All roads will lead to this one in the end. For sacrifice and deprivation are paths that leads nowhere, choices for defeat and aims that will remain impossible. All this steps back, this truth comes forth in you to lead your brothers from the ways of death and set them on the way to happiness. Just as Jesus is called to you, you will call to your brothers, not to convince. Because so as you see the light within them, you will see the light within yourself. It's the only way. It's the fastest way. Without seeing the light in your brother, you cannot see it in yourself. So you speak and move so that it honors that your brother is infinite light first, just as you are. Their suffering is but illusion, yet judge them not. For to do so would judge yourself. Yet they need a guide to lead them out of it, for they mistake illusion for the truth. Such is salvation's call and nothing more. It asks that you accept the truth and let it go before you, lighting up the path of ransom from illusions. Jesus, is there any desire in this sublime, below my level of awareness, to ransom myself with illusions, to hold myself hostage by holding on to illusion. It is not a ransom with a price. Lighting up the path of ransom from illusion, see that the light dispels all illusion. There's no cost but only gain. Illusion can but seem to hold and change the Holy Son of God. It is but from illusions he is saved. As they step back, he finds himself again. Now, yet carefully, because this path is new to you, and you may find that you are tempted still to walk ahead of truth and let illusions be your guide. This is why joining with your brother is so helpful, as a symbol in your mind of devotion to this path of truth. For you are being sent ones, sent reflections in your mind by me, by the Father, to remind you to stay with me, stay with the light. Your holy brothers have been given you to follow in your footsteps as you walk with certainty of purpose to the truth. It goes before you now that they may see something with which they can identify, something they understand to lead the way. Yet at the journey's ending, there will be no gap, no distance between the truth and you. In the light of divine being, the light that we are, can we find a distance between truth and ourselves? Heaven rejoices in this looking. And all illusions walking in the way you traveled will be gone from you as well, with nothing left to keep the truth apart from God's completion. Holy as himself. Step back in faith and let truth lead the way. You know not where you go, but one who knows goes with you. Let him lead you with the rest. When dreams are over, time has closed the door on all things that pass, and miracles are purposeless. And miracles are purposeless. Does the light of the divine being need miracles? The Holy Son of God will make no journeys. An entire book on A Course in Miracles to see and reach and see that miracles are purposeless. They will have no need. What need has the light for miracles? Yet the power of these miracles cannot be overstated for the one who sleeps. The one willing to wake up and see and be who he is. There will be no wish to be illusion rather than the truth. And we step forth toward this as we progress along the way that truth points out to us. It is our final journey which we make for everyone. We must not lose our way. For as truth goes before it, so it goes before our brothers who will follow us. We walk to God. Pause and reflect on this. could any way be holier or more deserving of your effort, of your love, and of your full intent? Full intent. Not partial intent, not 99.999 intent, full and holy intent. What way could give you more than everything, or offer less and still content the Holy Son of God? We walk to God, the one true desire of this world, to cease the denials of what's already here. The truth that walks before us now is one with him and leads us to where he has always been. What way but this could be a path that you would choose instead? Holy, precious Son of God, so loved by your Father. Your feet are safely set upon the road that leads the world to God. Look not to ways that seem to lead you elsewhere. Dreams are not a worthy God for you who are God's son. Forget not he has placed his hand in yours and given you your brothers in his trust, that you are worthy of his trust in you. Are my brothers given me by my Father? As a symbol of Jesus Christ within my mind, the Christ to remind me of my true self. And hear his answer. When this is seen, you'll be on your knees to the holiness brought to you in each encounter with your brother. He cannot be deceived. His trust has made your pathway certain and your goals secure. You will not fail your brothers nor yourself, self with a capital S. See that in the light of divine being, failure is impossible. Only delay seems possible, and in the light of divine being, as much as we might wish to play and delay, does it change this light? It's only a play to deny ourselves what's already here, the light. And now he asks, but that you think of him a while each day, that he may speak to you and tell you of his love, infinite love, vast love, unchanging love. Reminding you how great his trust, how limitless his love is. In your name and his own, which you are the same. In the light of divine being, can we experience ourselves as separate from him? This vast, infinite love. Can we find ourselves to be separate from vast, infinite peace and the light of divine being that we share? In your name and his own name, we practice gladly with this thought today. I will step back and let him lead the way, for I would walk along the road to him. Let this light carry the yoke, the heavy yoke of the burden, to see that it matters not. Light sees no purpose in carrying a heavy yoke. Let your burden be light. Amen.